Welcome to the Small Business Breakthrough Series, where each week we are identifying various businesses that support small business owners. It is very critical for a small business owner to have a wide network of people to help with. And today we have brought on a certified financial planner with W Investments, Andrew Tipton. And Andrew's going to give us some information about how financial planning and why financial planning is so important for a small business owner. Andrew, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate you having me on.
Can you give us a snapshot of what your business is and the major outcomes that you get for your clients?
Yeah, so our business itself is a small business. We are an independent financial firm in El Dorado, Kansas. Our goal is really to assist anyone that walks in the door that is ready to help themselves get in a better financial position. So we cater to all sorts of different clienteles, whether that be, salaried positions, business owners, large businesses looking for retirement plans, individuals looking to get a start or refine their financial position. I mean, truly, if we can help you, we're going to do our best to do so. And if we can't, we'll find someone that can.
Oh, that's amazing. So if you're helping do that referral also, if there's nothing you can support, which is really truly amazing. Why is it so important that a small business owner or business owners work with a certified financial planner?
Well, small business owners are notoriously bad at managing their personal financial position. I mean, the majority of their time goes into running their small businesses. And being a business owner is difficult. You run a business, you may have employees, you may have products that you sell, and you only make what comes out the bottom of the funnel because everyone else has to get paid first. More often than not, for business owners, their greatest asset is their business. And towards the end of their working years, it becomes very difficult for them to transition away from that business, particularly if they've not done a good job saving. So when it comes to small business owners, we help with exit strategies as well as providing some liquidity within the business to fund their retirement.
Yeah, and I've talked a lot about it before on YouTube videos and with other guests. It's so important for a small business owner to make a plan and watch that plan. Not only should you be watching your financials of your business, but your personal financials, and hiring somebody to help, such as a certified financial planner like Andrew here, is highly recommended. The Because I will say this, if your retirement plan is to sell your business, good luck. And that was sarcasm if you didn't hear it. Okay, what would you say you're working with W Investments, and what would you say your approach, kind of rephrase that a little bit, how would you say your approach is different or benefits your clients the most?
Sure. So as a small boutique firm, being with LPL Financial, our broker dealer, we have a very large toolbox of resources to assist in many different ways. You could go to larger financial firms and work with a corporate advisor, but they are very limited into the tools and resources that they have to assist others. Not only that, there's also certain conflicts of interests in different types of firms. And oftentimes, the advice and services that you're going to be receiving is what that corporation says that you can receive as a client. Being independent, we really cater to really just about anybody that needs our assistance. But at the same time, we spend a lot of time getting to know them as individuals, getting to know them as the personal level. So for us, our goal is to become your friend and confidant. We don't just want you to be another client. We don't just want you to be another account or financial plan that we work with. We want to know about you and your goals beyond finances, because oftentimes those goals are what's driving you to make financial decisions. And if you're not making decisions to reach those goals outside of finances, you're not going to get there.
That makes a lot of sense. What would you say is the biggest challenge the industry currently faces, and how are you guys dealing with it at W Investments?
The industry changes drastically all of the time, whether it's regulation, rules, something new in financial markets. Of course, certain digital assets became very popular a few years ago. That was a very large adjustment for us. New regulations coming out, but at this time, there's a very large shift to technology-based financial planning and advising. So what I have done is we've started to incorporate tools that are very tech-based. That way, anyone can receive our advice and services anywhere in the world. So whether you want to come in, sit down in person in our office, or if you want to be halfway across the globe and continue to work with us, we have the tools in place to do so.
Excellent. Hey, real quick, did you know that most small businesses don't actually achieve their breakthrough? And it's not because you don't care. It's all because you're trying to do it alone. That's why I created the Momentum Community, is to help you change that. I want to see you achieve the breakthrough that you've been waiting for. It's where we committed entrepreneurs come and get focused, get accountable, and finally build a business and life that you are meant for. If you want to learn more, click the link in the description below and enjoy the rest of the episode. You know, the field is evolving. As you said, it's been evolving heavily in the last few years, especially with some digital assets. And if we start to talk about AI and how that is impacting the industry, what do you think that an impact is going to have on the industry over the next 5 and 10 years?
Sure, absolutely. I mean, you see plenty of things online about AI replacing many job functions within the world. But what AI does not have is empathy and the personal aspect for individuals. It can pretend to do so, but at the end of the day, it's just a machine. I mean, the machine, you can train it to know that you have a family and that you have kids that you want to take care of, but the machine's not going to know much more than that. And AI, I think, really is going to help support our industry in terms of helping us to get better advice or get turnarounds quicker when clients need service and assistance.
Excellent. On that input, there's so much things to do. What I can say from my perspective, at least, is don't use AI to go create your financial plan. Go to a financial planner that is a certified financial planner and have them work with you to come up with the resources. That is the appropriate way to have the best success for your future, and do it sooner than later. The last 5 years of your business is actually a little late. Start doing it 10, 15, even 20 years ahead would be a way better benefit, is the way that I've seen it coming. And that's coming from me as a coach. So let's turn things up and jump into the lightning round. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs.
If you could grab only one weapon during a zombie apocalypse, what would it be?
Oh, machete.
Machete. Okay. How about a favorite quote or phrase that you think about often?
Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
That is so fitting. I will put it that way. That is awesome. Favorite movie or streaming series that you love?
Ooh, Yellowstone.
Yeah, okay. One book that has influenced your life the most?
Catch 22.
Catch 22. Okay. How about the biggest obstacle you have had to overcome and one lesson you've learned from it?
Uh, a large obstacle that I've had to overcome is displaying my youth as a pro instead of a con in this business. A lot of times, clients will walk in and turn their nose up because I don't have any gray hair and I still have all of my hair. But when I can put them at ease, showing the education and experience that I do have, and the fact that I will be here for the next 30 or 40 years serving our client base, that helps them know that they're going to be able to have a relationship with me for the rest of their lifetime.
Wow, that's very good. Andrew, it has been such a great interview to hear about the benefits of financial planning and what you and the team at W Investments is doing with your stuff. What would be the best way that our listeners could get a hold of you if they want to work with you?
Absolutely. You can find me on LinkedIn under Andrew Tipton. If you're interested in working with me and my firm, our firm name is W Investments in El Dorado, spelled El Dorado, but since we're from Kansas, we pronounce it wrong.
Very well. All of that information will be in the show notes for the episode. And if you're watching this on YouTube, that's the description. And I really appreciate all of the listeners out there for listening and learning about the financial benefits of using a certified financial planner. And until next time.